Okay. Hi, good morning, class. On today's lesson, we will be exploring poetry. For the first activity, I want you to look at this picture and think, do you recognize any of these people?
I do. I recognize three of them, which are from left to right. Upper left, it's Edgar Allan Poe. He was a poetist and he used to write tales. I think the most famous one written by him is The Crow.
Yes,
Below
you are
him,
correct.
below him is Maya Angelou, and right next to her is um, I completely forgot his name, but I have a couple of books of him.
Very good, Gabriel. Does anyone else knows any other of these people? Okay, so just Gabriel knows Edgar Allan Poe, Maya Angelou, and the one you couldn't remember, his name was Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, I mentioned Poe. I meant the one uh, next to Maya Angelou in the middle.
Oh yeah, Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name can be kind of tricky to remember. Okay, now I want you to read this extract from a text. Read it and think. Have you ever read it before? Where do you think it's from?
I think that it's from a poem. I think I have heard the phrase "I'll rise." I think it's a poem by Maya Angelou. Probably.
It kind of goes in that way. Okay, anyone else?
I think it's a part of a poem because it has rhymes like eyes, rise.
Yes, both of you are correct. It is an extract from a poem.
Okay, Gabriel already told us that who Maya Angelou is, but I want to ask you if you know what she used to do.
I'm not sure what she used to do, but I have heard that she was like a very important like Black activist, like within the Black Lives Matter, and she was very, outspoken and very important in that community.
Yes, you're right, Gloria, thank you. Anyone else?
I think she used to write, or she was some sort of writer, probably not like novels, but different kind of text. I have also heard that she was, just like Gloria mentioned, that she was a Black activist.
Okay, thank you, you're right, Alejandra, thank you very much. Okay, so this is a short biography of Maya Angelou. So does anybody want to help me to read?
I can.
Go ahead, Alejandra.
Maya Angelou, 1928 to 2014. She was an American author, actress, screenwriter, danger, poet, and civil rights activist. Her 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, was the first notification bestseller by an African-American woman.
Thank you, Alejandra. So we can see that she used to be very things in the past until she passed away in 2014.
Okay, guys, so we're moving on to the first activities actually. First, I want you guys to check your email. I just handed out this poem, which is by Maya Angelou. It's called Still I Rise. So the first thing you're gonna do is just quickly skim through the poem, not necessarily read it like in a deep way, just read it quickly. For this, I'm just gonna give you a minute, okay? And we will come back. Okay, guys, well, your time is up. I hope you could read part of it at least. Now what we're gonna do is I just send you two YouTube links for two different videos of people narrating this poem. The first one is by the author Maya Angelou herself. She's in like a performance thing and she's narrating this poem. And the second one is by a student. She's just sitting and reading it. And I'm gonna give you 6 minutes. I think they are like 2 minutes long each. And I'm gonna give you a few minutes for that. What I want you to do while you listen or watch the video is to also follow along with the reading while you do that. How much time do you have?
Around 6 minutes.
You are correct. Okay, guys. Okay, your time is up. And now we're gonna look at these two questions. The first one, did you like the poem? And what do you think it means? What do you think is the meaning behind the poem? Who wants to answer?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Should I read the question again?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay, did you like the poem? What do you think it means? Well, I did like the poem, and I think it means something about empowerment because it mentions the word rise, so I think it means empowerment.
You are correct. Thank you so much for your answer. Yeah, it's about empowerment and kind of like overcoming obstacles, right? She keeps talking about being brave and embracing being yourself and being strong. Yeah, thank you so much, Leslie. The second question, how are the two videos different from each other? Of course, besides that it's two different people narrating it, what other difference could you find in the videos?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead, Jamie.
I think they are different because in the one, the author Maya Angelou narrates it with emotions and body language that gives more meaning to the poem.
Right, very good answer. Yeah, I don't know if you saw in the video that the audience in Maya Angelou's video, they were laughing with her and they were enjoying the poem because she was like not only narrating it, but also kind of acting it out, right? Yeah. And do you think that emotions and attitude matter when you are reading a poem? Do you think those things are important? Yeah, right?
May I?
Yeah.
I don't think they are important because that way, if you're narrating, when you're narrating a poem in front of a lot of people, you want to make them feel what the poem is about. You want to make them understand as well what the poem is about.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for your answer, Gabriel. That's right. Okay, now let's move on to the second activity, which is called Guess the Synonym. What we're gonna do is, first, as the name says, match the words to their correct synonym. For this activity, you're gonna have 4 minutes and you're gonna do it by yourself. You basically have to match the word, or you can circle it, or just put a word or something to join them. Okay, how much time do you have?
4 minutes.
Okay, you can go ahead now. Okay, guys, your time is up. I hope you have your answers ready. Who wants to tell me the first word, right?
Sí, teacher.
Go ahead, Leslie.
Okay. Rise, stand up.
That's correct. Rise means to stand up. And the second one, certainty.
I can.
Go ahead.
I think it's confidence.
Confidence. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Certainty means like to be sure about something, which is essentially confidence. Yeah. The next one, haughtiness.
Arrogance.
Good job. Yeah, it means arrogance. Well, as you can see, these were the answers. You guys were correct. So yeah, thank you so much for your answers.
Okay, guys, now I want you to carefully read the poem that I previously sent to your email so that you can understand what it seeks to convey. And for this, I will give you 3 minutes to do it. And it's individually, please. How much time do you have?
Around 3 minutes.
Yes. Are you going to work individually or in pairs?
Individually.
Okay, go ahead, please. Okay, guys, welcome back. In this activity, you only have to answer the questions you are seeing on the slide, taking into consideration the context and purpose of the poem you have read. So take a look at them and think about it. And remember, this is a poem of empowerment and how the speaker rises above obstacles and judgments. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now you have to choose a question of your choice and share your opinions about it. Who wants to participate?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Gloria, go ahead, please.
I'm gonna choose number 1, which
Okay.
is what does I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide mean? Well, I think that that quote, that part of the poem, means that kind of the ocean represents the black people in a way. It's like an expression of like confidence, and as you said, self-empowerment, and the speaker is trying to say how society kind of oppresses and control them. She kind of compares herself and her sense of like self-worth to all of those things.
Yes, Gloria, you're completely right. When the speaker says, I'm a black ocean, here it acts as a symbol of energy and immensity. So who wants to participate with another question?
I want to.
Go ahead, Alejandra.
Okay, I'm gonna choose number 2.
Okay.
That says, what does the speaker seek to express with does my haughtiness offend you? I think she continues with the questions directed at a racist society when she asks whether her haughtiness is offensive. She knows that the society she's in resents seeing a black woman full of pride. Once more is focused on the empowerment.
Yes, Alejandra. And if you remember in the video that you saw, this question has an air of sarcasm, which serves to point out the hypocrisy of society as it embedded by the success of one that it has tried to oppress. So thank you very much.
So for our last activity, I want you to think about these 3 questions. Does the poem share any type of values? And if it does, are these values implicit or explicit? For this, you will have 5 minutes to think about it. to think about these questions and 5 to answer. You will do this individually. So you may start now. So who wants to answer the first question?
Me, teacher.
Go on, Gloria.
Well, the first question is, does the poem share any type of values? I do think it shares a lot of values because as we've been talking, it's about empowerment, kind of improving yourself and proving to other people how much of, like, I don't know how to say it, but how human are you and the values that you as a person have. And especially as Maya Angelou, she was a Black woman, and her poem was kind of for that, to celebrate her and her community.
Anyone else? So what about the second question? Are those values implicit or explicit? Are they, how can I say?
Well, I think it depends. It depends on the perspective that you as a person who is reading the poem give to it. So if you like identify the values, it depends to you whether they are like implicit or explicit.
Okay, it's a nice answer. So for the last question, do you agree with the values demonstrated in the portrayed in the poem? How do you feel about them?
I do agree with those values.
Okay. For really good answers. Time today.